Welcome back to the video blog. Adam Daniel Mezei is my name. Fort Lauderdale on ice as the snow falls here up in Toronto, north of the 45th parallel of latitude. This is an Alaska Cup. I think you know what it means, my friends from down south of the border. That's my border, not your border. I am your PMD, producer of marketing and distribution. A little bit of color against the white. Adam Daniel Mezei is my name. Thanks again for watching. So, indies. What is the matter? I'm noticing a rash of zeal for M&D, for marketing and distribution, on the parts of some prospective clients and some new clients. Just as they go into production, the shooting of their movie, the actual hardcore shooting the thing with a camera, just as they go into that with all kinds of eagerness and zeal, and they go into it and they want to make the best movie possible, and they want to get the best performances from their actors, and they want to have the best crew assistants, and they want to have everything work out their way, and just as they throw as much money as they can at gear, and in all kinds of tchotchkes and all kinds of shooting concerns, now they're going into the same situation with marketing and distribution. They're throwing money at marketing and distribution, and they're expecting to have everything happen to them quickly. They're expecting everything to happen in a lightning bolt strike, just like they believe they'll take their movie down to a festival like Sundance, and they're going to sell it, or someone's going to pick them up and give them a handsome minimum guarantee, in the same way they're doing it with marketing and distribution. 30 days is not enough for you to engage an audience. 30 days is not enough to do anything. You're just getting started after 30 days. Case in point, think about yourself. If I approached you in the street with an offer, you'd either dismiss me, you'd think I'm shilling you. I'm not going to convince you in a momentary interaction that whatever I'm trying to get off or put across or whatever I'm trying to advertise, I'm not going to convince you that it's good in a day. And not even in a week. I might, but it's not likely. Maybe in 2 weeks, but then again I might not. And you're not going to go and evangelize, and you're not going to go and shill, and you're not going to virally trade, and you're not going to go and speak up the merits of whatever I'm doing just because I want you to in the course of 2 weeks. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. It takes time to develop an audience. It takes time to work on your brand. It takes time to build a business. A film is a business. Yes, it is. Normally, it is protected by an LLC, a limited liability corporation. There are all kinds of legal ramification, chain of title. There are so many things that go into making a film you can't even fathom. And that's what lawyers are for. That's what line producers are for. That's what PMDs are for. That's what producers are for, okay? You don't engage an audience in 30 days. I'm kind of giggling when I talk to prospective clients, and I'm talking to existing clients who think that they can actually do their engagement in 30 days with their eyes closed. It doesn't work like that. You can't slap up a fan page on Facebook and expect people to gravitate to your movie. It's got to be an event. It's got to be a story, not just the story of your doc or your feature or your short. It's got to be a story. You got to make it compelling. There's a lot of competing product out there. And by the way, a PMD can't work over a piece of coal. They can't work over something that doesn't look good. It's got to be good. They got to be able to work with it. They got to be able to derive stories from it. And if you're coming into the marketing and distribution of it late, that means if you haven't allocated between 30 and 50% of your budget for M&D already before you start shooting. I'm talking from the line production stage, when you break out the script, when you start thinking about how much this location is going to cost, how much that piece of camera equipment is going to cost, how much that actor is going to cost to land. You also, below the line, have to allocate marketing and distribution costs, and they have to be sufficient. I was reading a stat the other day. If you want to have a coast-to-coast release of your film in the two biggest cities, the two biggest film markets, that is, in the United States, in New York and Los Angeles, it'll cost you anywhere between $100,000 to $250,000 US, just on the marketing and promotion of your film for a theatrical release in the two largest media centers in the United States of America. Then I was reading the latest stat from the MPAA in 2007. Blockbuster films for that year were shot for an average of $106 million. $76 million of which went into the production of the film. $66 million of which went into the production of the film. $40 million of which went into marketing and distribution. $40 million of the $106 million of the cost of the average blockbuster film, the average studio movie, is for marketing and distribution. Indies. Studios throw tons of money at it, and sometimes they have flops. They throw millions of dollars at trying to develop their brands, and sometimes they're flops. So don't think that you can achieve all your marketing goals in 30 days. And ditto, it's not going to, and all the more so, well, ditto, it's not going to happen also for your independent movies with a crowdfunding campaign. You're not going to collect a sizable budget from a crowdfunding campaign or any other crowdsourced activity. It just doesn't happen like that. 30 days is not enough time. You have to be patient. Naturally, I would tell you that as a PMD. Naturally, I would love to be on your film for as long as possible. But the idea is that we slowly cultivate the audience in so many ways, and we build up an archive of materials. Guest posts from your actors and your various crew. Behind-the-scenes footage. Interesting footage. Q&A stuff from the shop floor, your festival run. Interesting anecdotes from your actors. I don't know what they do. They could be doing a whole bunch of different things, but get them to record some footage for you. Introduce your actors in the press kit in a way that you've never introduced your actors before. And there are ways to do this. Honestly, think about it. Live events in places that you haven't even considered before. There are all kinds of places dying to have you fill their venue. Okay, on a Tuesday night, but still. You know what I'm trying to say? 30 days is not enough. Be patient. It's not a cliche. Be patient. It doesn't happen that quickly. Come on, get real. I'm serious. It's not going to happen as fast as you want. So there you have it. That's my advice. Just allocate enough money and you'll see. If you keep at it, it will happen. That's how things work. It's been happening like that for centuries. It's going to happen like that now. The internet has not changed the fundamental tenets of the game. And it is a big game. Thanks again for watching. Catch you again soon. I missed it yesterday. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I'll try to give you 2 today. Take care.